Ooh.
Hey, yeah.
How are you, boo?
I don't know. I feel underdressed. All the style that and girl was getting, and I was like, man.
Look, she's always styled to the T. But look at that hair, honey. You are looking good.
I'm like, that's the way they do on the. And they see that when they finish. What's going on?
Look, Nathan, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us today. Stiletto. Look, where did the name Stiletto come from?
Everybody always asks that. Listen, my dad gave me that name, okay, because it is a dagger. It is actually a knife. And say my mouth was sharp. And so happens that I absolutely love shoes. So, I'm going to have to get with baby girl, see if she can get some deals on some stilettos. We have to top it up a little bit. So, yeah.
Okay. Now that I want a good deal on too, right? Now, you're from Baltimore, correct?
I am. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. That's right. B more A.
Look, my folks, we from Fort Washington, Maryland.
Okay. You from down up having a show up Marlboro next week.
Huh?
I said I'm getting ready to have a show in Upper Marlboro on the September 5th. So, oh yeah.
Oh boy, look at you, girl. All up and all around the hometown area and whatnot. Now, when did you decide to be a comedian? Because you strike me as always being funny from forever ago. Am I correct?
Listen, I never thought I was funny. Okay. I just would slick out my mouth. Like, you know what I mean? I would say the thing my breath while the teacher was talking and get everybody else in trouble. And I'd be like, what's going on? I don't understand. So it never really crossed. Like, I was in theater and things like that. And that was my passion. I was going to be on Broadway and I was going to be a singer and it was going to be great. And I ended up being like a training coordinator traveling around the country. And facilitating training classes. And I don't think that you can learn if you're not having either, you learn off of pain or a bad time or a really good time and laughter. So I would always try to just keep jokes going as I was teaching people. So one day they said, hey, you're funnier than this comedy show we went through the night before. We dare you. It was actually a dare. We dare you to get on the stage. We dare you to do.
So that was your first time on stage with a dare.
I'm on stage was a dare. I didn't even know it's one thing to get up there and sing or to do other things other than comedy. But when you're doing, people are they sitting there you
make me laugh.
Right.
Yeah.
People were scooting their chairs up I'm like, oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but once I did it, I hit the stage that night and I swear it was magic. I know that sounds so corny, whatever, but it was total magic. The mic cut out on me and still just kept going. I let my theater skills. I was like, I'm going to project to the back of the auditorium.
Yes. Look, all that comes in handy when you're on stage, okay? But look, you've come so far. I mean, now you've opened for comedians like Eddie Griffin and Guy Torrey. Look, tell me a little bit about those experiences, because I know you got some stories and some memories coming with this.
Great people. Oh, my goodness. Those two guys just happen to be two of them. Let me tell you something. Eddie Griffin, if you think that he's explosive on stage, he is even more real, raw, and raunchy off stage. First of all, he said to me, he was like, who are you? I was like, well, I'm kind of opening for you. And he was just like, nah, I don't think so. I was like, I am. And he was like, would you sing or something? I was like, no, I do comedy. He was like, I don't believe you're funny. You don't look funny. Yeah. And I was like, well, I don't know if that's...
Maybe he was just calling you cute. You know what I'm saying?
They're like, okay. But then he pulled his chair up when they had to come on the stage, literally at Towson University here in Maryland. And he pulled his chair up to the end of and was watching. How nerve-wracking is that? Not only do I have all of these people that I need to be funny for, but I have Eddie Griffin sitting there like smoking a cigarette.
Right. No pressure.
No pressure. No pressure.
Whatsoever. No, no. Now, who are some of your favorite comedians? Like, I'm talking about the ones that you kind of pull from as well.
I mean, I love the Dave Chappelle's of the world, of course. I love Goldberg. I am definitely a Robin Harris fan. Richard Pryor, Bill Burr. Oh my goodness. I mean, it's so many. Like, I don't even know if I probably go on Andrew Dice Clay. Like, like I love everybody. I love a little bit. I love the eclecticness of comedy because you can just find anything in any genre and just laugh at it. So,
yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think it was Dave Chappelle that said it's like comedy is the last pure form of speech, you know, that we have left, and you got to cherish it. You really do. Now, since I have you here with me today, I wanted to pick your brain about, you know, just a couple of headlines that I saw a little earlier. Yeah, girl. So I want to see, just to top it up with you. Like I thought about this interview today when I saw that in New York, I think like Levittown. Never heard of Levittown, but in Levittown, there's a group of comedians that are protesting. They're protesting that the comedy clubs should be opened up right now. They want to get back to work. And I wanted to make sure I wasn't going to see you with no picket sign in Baltimore. You know, trying to.
Because I'm not going to ask them to open up. I'm going to open up my own joint. I'm going to do my own thing, just like this Saturday. I'll be doing my next Saturday. Saturday is coming up, so next Saturday, September 5th. Like, no, just do your own thing. Why you need them to open back up? If they choose not to open back up, open up in their parking lot. You know what I mean? Make that conversation. Like, hey, can we do it in the parking lot? Can we put some tents out here? You know what I mean? Make it safe for everybody. So, yeah, you can get back to work. Like, you know.
No. I mean, so if you don't think that this pandemic has stifled any creativity whatsoever?
Yes, it has. The first time that I got on a microphone, I was terrified, like it was the first time all over again. Because it's like, what joke did I write? Like, I couldn't even remember jokes. I was just standing there like, so you guys eat today? Like, it was bad. It was like riding a bike. Like, it was very rusty in the beginning, but you know, I think when I talked to my counterparts that they all felt the same way. They were just like trying to get back into the rhythm, and then doing it now. A lot of these shows, at least the ones I've been doing, are outside. So getting the distractions of outside and keeping people's attention and just your movement. Shoot, I don't even remember. Like, it's hard wearing heels. I gotta wear, you know, I'm stiletto and flip flops. Like, it's just
look, and you know. Look, you know, what you said actually made me think about something else I saw. I saw online that other comedians were saying they feel like you know, that they're nervous about getting back on stage after being away for so long. You know, it's kind of like, is it like riding a bike? Like, if you don't use it, you lose it. Oh, look, somebody said you a sexy self. Okay.
Love nugget.
Oh, you got booze in the comments.
Down here. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely, like I said, the nerves are definitely there, and it is an uncomfortable situation, which makes for even more humor. That's you know, I had to spin it in my mind, you know, to prepare myself, because it is a different world. It's a different world. It's a different, you know, just atmosphere, energy, because you was like talking about being a Pisces. I'm a Pisces, and I'm all about my energies.
Yes, girl.
But I'm all about my energy. So of course, like, that's just, it is different. It's definitely different. And if, you know, just step up to the challenge. Like, why not? What else you got to do? Like, I die without comedy during the like the hardest part of the pandemic. I was just about to damn near rot to death. Like,
no, but that's a good point. Oh, look, they say they're Pisces too. Look, class U bastard is working tonight. Okay.
Yes, we get lots of hearts and stuff. Okay.
You know, like, let me find out. I told you, girl, that hair look good. But no, speaking of what you're saying, you would go crazy over without comedy. Like, I was gonna ask about how this is kind of therapeutic for you during this pandemic, and not just you, but the people, who are watching you. It's almost an essential worker type of thing, if you ask me.
I like the way it is essential work, because without it, like, people were begging. They'd be like, please just put a video out, or, do a live. And I kept telling people, I'm not a do a live comedian. Like, I telling jokes to the phone or to the computer or to the wall, it doesn't. And then trying to read and see if people are laughing, clapping.
Ha 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 ha. Like,
it's not the same, So, it did. Once I got out there, a lot of people came out, and I love the support that people give. Everybody is like, I need to just get out and laugh. Like, if right now some people are unemployed still. It's a lot of different reasons not to laugh. So you gotta laugh at this point, because you will die without laughter. I'm a strong believer in that.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so now you mentioned this climate. How do you feel about cancel culture? And I'm asking because I don't know if you know about former basketball wife Tammy Roman, but she took a little heat after talking about her former co-star Jennifer Williams and her involvement with her ex. Her ex was like arrested for facilitating the murder, and it was a whole thing. Now, and Tammy is the
facilitating. He a felon now. Ooh.
Yeah, it was a whole thing. But Tammy's in the hot seat because she made some jokes. She's doing comedy now. She made some jokes, and people are saying maybe we should cancel her. How do you feel about this kind of like putting a box on comedy?
I mean, I just think people need to mind their business. If you don't like it, if you don't like that person's style of comedy, then just like shopping, go somewhere else. Like, nobody's forcing you to watch. Some people, I love my haters, because I love the people that watch to critique or to see you fall. Because guess what? You still bought a ticket. You still tuned in. So any publicity is good publicity. If that's how she chose to deal with, or whatever she's going through, or whatever anybody else, that's what she chooses to do. It's not your man, ain't your husband. Like, you act like he facilitated murder on you. Don't nobody care about you.
You're right.
She's doing her. You should probably write if you don't like it that much, then you write some jokes and counter her jokes, and you just have like a joke battle. I don't know, but.
Yeah, work it out. I totally agree with you. And, speaking of a joke, I thought this headline was a joke, but it wasn't, girl. And I had to know what you think about this. So I saw that 4 firefighters they're put on leave because a young woman, she was pronounced dead on the scene of whatever she was called to her house. She was pronounced dead. They took her to, the funeral home. The funeral people opened the bag, and she's sitting there, eyes wide open, alive and well, in the bag.
Ain't nobody. You're not gonna pop up the bag like that. No.
When they opened the bag, this is a real story. They opened the bag. And she's there like this.
I just zip that shit up. He won't do it. No, he won't. You can breathe through the bag too. Use a bag. That's a true watch. She got that. Oh.
Look, I would have quit that day. I would have turned in my papers of resignation. I said that myself.
She's, you know what? At that point, I always say, you real evil. Something about you ain't right. Something about you right. God, he ain't want you. He was like, no,
he's like, keep her for a little bit.
Still got some more learning to do. Like, back from that, how do you go back home and be like, I was dead, but I'm not dead? Like, come on, man, this ain't Beetlejuice. What are you doing?
Look, I could not believe that story when I heard it. I promise you it's a real story.
Foundation on, and it was the wrong shape, and they thought she was dead.
That's the real story. That's the real tea, ladies. Make sure you blend in, because
make sure you really did. Okay, fellas, don't go out, don't get stupid. You better make sure she really did. Because these chicks out here faking.
Lord, make sure, okay? Lord, oh my goodness. No, you are hilarious. I was watching your YouTube stand-ups and on your site. I was getting all in your business and whatnot. So, so you write all of your jokes up there, or is some of that improv as you go?
I write jokes all the time. I have notebooks and notebooks of jokes. And my mind, I'm like an elephant. That's why I think I love elephants. So a lot of the times people think it's off the top, and it's really a joke that I had written over here somewhere. And it just so happens that you fit that joke. So then now it comes, it comes to life.
Yeah.
Some stuff is off the top. You got to have a little bit of everything. I think in order to really master the game, you have to be, have to know your jokes, your set, be scripted, but then you also have to be able to pull a crowd. And like, I like to bring people into my world. I'm like, la, 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 Stiletto's world. I want everybody to experience it the way I want to experience it. Total control free.
I got you. But it works for you though. You put on a great show, so you definitely should be proud of that. Now you said you write. So would you ever see yourself like writing a skit like for a show?
Several. I write all the time, so skits for shows, things like that. Writing for sitcoms and stuff. It's writing. I have a screenplay that I'm trying to work on. Writing book. So this is a lot of stuff that I want to do. I want to be a household name. Like stop at just the comedy. I'm just like, I want to be a household name. I want to be like, I gotta see Stiletto. I was like, and I'm just there. I want to be like Wendy Williams meets Oprah Winfrey.
Oh, okay.
A little mix like that, but yeah.
Okay, I got you. Like we're talking about, of course, transitioning to TV, and we're gonna manifest that thing. Okay, it's going to happen.
What?
Yeah. Now, would you say there's a difference? Like, let's talk about the difference in being funny on stand-up versus translating that to television, because we all know some comedians. I'm not going to name no names, but some comedians who are only funny, on TV, or they're only funny on stand-up. Talk about the real skill that puts into being funny on both.
I think whatever comes effortlessly. You know what I mean? I think when you're trying too hard to be funny at any given time, whether it's you acting, whether it's you doing skits, whether it's you on stage, you're not funny. You know what I mean? It just doesn't work. And if you're not being you, then it also doesn't work. So it's a couple different elements to that. Sometimes people get to a certain level and now they want to be a whole nother person. No, you actually, when you started, it's cute. I see you might have glowed up a little bit, but you still take your ass where you go. So I find that a lot of comedians overact. You know what I mean? Like they're trying, to prove to you that they can act instead of just being who they are, which is much more natural and funny and things of that nature. So,
yes. Well, look, you're getting a lot of hearts over here. Is there a Mr. Stiletto in the picture?
Is there Mr. Stacey Adams in the picture?
Is there a Stacey Adams in the picture?
Oh my good! Listen, I love all of God's children.
Oh, that was a good answer. That was a great answer. Now, okay, if you want more of Stiletto, they can also catch you on your podcast, right? Cocktails and Combo.
Cocktails and Combo. That's right. Let me take a sip.
Look, I needed to get my glass on. Look.
Cocktail and Combo and chop it up with us. I got Cocktails and Combo comes on every single Tuesday. Right now it's at 10. It's going to be moving to 9 in September and things of that nature. We go live on Facebook at Stiletto Cash Smith. And then I also am on IG as well at Cocktail and Combo. And I'll add all the little links and all that good stuff. But definitely check it out. We bring the combo. You bring the cocktail. It's very interactive. People type in. Sometimes it's a long paragraph. They call in. I got my slew of co-pilots, you know what I mean, that add their flavor and energy. So we, it's definitely, it's like happy hour, but virtual at this point. You know what I mean? You get to sit in your house and sit in your drawers and still talk your shit.
No, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Now, when you said you have a show coming up, what, September 5th, was it? Give us that info.
Yes, definitely. You got to support this. September 5th, I got Comedy Foolishness. If you know anything about the Comedy Foolishness, it's usually in D.C. once a month. We do it every single month. Big show. With the pandemic, this is going to be the very first one back. So you definitely have to come out and support. Everything is social distancing. It's going to be outside. It is going to have tents and drinks and food. It's going to be great. Make sure that you come out. It'll be right there at the Comfort Inn right off of Largo Drive. The information all in my, my page, Stiletto Funny in Instagram, or Stiletto Cash Smith on, of course, my Facebook, and Comedian Stiletto. I got a lot of stuff. You could touch me. You could touch me.
Yes, okay. Drop them social media handles one more time for me.
Right. Let me give that to you one more time. Okay. So you can follow me at Stiletto Funny. You can also go to my website, which is comedianstiletto.com. Real simple. If you don't know how to spell stiletto, look it up. It's great. Cocktail and Combo. You got to make sure that you support that. Follow me on Facebook. Like I said, Stiletto Cash-Smith. So yeah, a lot of good stuff.
Look, that is a blessing, and you know what? You have to give us all that. That's why I asked, because what's going to happen is people going to watch this when they wake up tomorrow, and they're going to be like, "What's her name?" Go to the end of the video, all the way to the end of the video. So thank you so much for coming. I totally appreciate you for being here, hanging out with me, girl. I have laughed enough for a few days. Okay, so thank you for that.
Thank you so much. I so appreciate it. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep representing. And you got to come on Cocktail and Combo. We need to chop it up.
Oh, I'm there, honey. Just send me a date and time, okay?
All right. Look, cheers to that. Mm-hmm.
Okay.